welcome to Meyer Boys Outdoor Adventures.
Today we have no clue where we're going. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah, we'll see.
And welcome to the farm.
We don't know. We have no idea.
Where do you think you're going?
No clue.
Liam, where do you think you're going?
No clue.
An exhibit, maybe?
I think we're going to the water park.
To a farm.
Dad, where do you think we're going?
What is it? Zoo?
A zoo.
Supe's. Yay! Supe's.
I said a farm.
It died down a little bit, and they were more willing to come out. Let's see if they'll brave it for some more traits. They look like monkeys, but they're actually not monkeys. They're a different group of primates, but they are closely related to those guys.
They're lemurs.
These guys are ringtail lemurs. See coming out right now. There she is. She's the queen. She is the head of the troop. Naya's actually 8 years old. The twins are 4. So these guys should hopefully be together a long time. But we're not breeding them, even though they are an endangered species. Take them out one at a time and reach out there. We're going to sanitize before and after just because they're primates, guys. They're not super closely related to us. They're more distantly related than monkeys are. Very few things we can pass back and forth. We just want to be extra careful.
Their hands feel
They
so
are related.
weird.
This is cool.
Good job, buddy. All right, one more shot of that. You get cold like a popsicle out here. You're right about that, buddy. All right, put your hand out there. Rub it around really good. We're going to wash those hands up real quick.
Their little hands feel so weird.
So you can see that little bald black spot I was talking about. That's that scent gland that they mark their tail with. They're going to waft their tail at each other. They have stink fights, and mostly the males. They also like to rub their rear end on those branches and mark it so let everybody know this is where they live.
Have you ever seen them do a stink fight?
Yes, actually, they like to do that with the Wallabies that live right next door. They'll waft their tail at them and play with them.
Wow.
There you go, buddy. Now these guys will live in groups of up to 30 in the wild, so they're very intelligent animals. They have to be able to navigate that big social group, and they have these cool tails they put up in the air. Here you go, buddy. You're good. They'll put their tails up in the air so that they can stay together in that group when they're foraging for their food. So it's kind of like a flag. If they're in the tall grass, they can see who's coming. They can tell each other apart just by seeing their tails. They groom in a special way. There you go, buddy. Good job. All right, here you go, Ian. All right, you're up.
That's cool that we so
Buddy.
You will soon, bud.
One at a time and reach up. Now those really soft, spongy fingers are so they can jump 20 feet from tree to tree and grab onto thorns in the spiny forest. It's like a shock-absorbing glove. So you're going to feel those really soft fingers.
Ringtail lemurs.
So these guys are called prosimians, so they're like a more ancient line of primate. Only prosimians you're going to find that are up during the day and live in a group. And this guy has only been here for about a year. He was about this big and green last year about this
Yeah,
time.
we remember this
He
guy.
grew super fast.
Oh,
And
now
these
he's not
guys,
green. He's not green anymore.
he can actually change colors quite a bit, guys, but not in order to camouflage like most people think. He's shedding the last bit of his skin. We're trying to help him out here. But this guy has this really cool hands and feet for grabbing branches, a prehensile tail he can hang from, and his eyes rotate around independently. If you guys want to, you can go ahead and give him a pet on the side and see what he feels like.
Whoa, is that shed right there?
Yep, he's shedding his skin. These guys don't shed in a big piece like a snake. It kind of flakes off over a couple of days usually. He's kind of finishing up there.
Oh, we touched it.
He's looking
But
at
this
you.
guy can throw his tongue out 1.5 times the length of his body.
I knew it.
I've got it.
And you got a great spot for him. We're going to actually throw a bug out here for him.
Look at guys,
And he's
he's
going
gonna
to throw
eat it.
his tongue 1.5 times the length of his body.
Look at, he's gonna
And
eat
this
it
is the
off
perfect
that.
spot to do it right here. Holy smokes! That was cool. Like, see if you lived in a...
It's a good lizard.
I'm guessing it's a gecko.
It is a gecko, you're absolutely right, but he's actually the largest type of gecko in the world.
Whoa.
But he's not full grown, so he's still growing, and he's really hard to find. So
Is
I
it
make no
in a girl?
guarantees we locate this guy.
It's you, girl.
This one's a boy, his name's Ozzy. But he's super good at hiding, so I don't know if we're going to find him. Oh, there he is. We got really lucky. He looks just like the park guys.
Whoa. We didn't see him
There he
last
is.
time.
No, he's a new guy. He's only been here about a year. You guys can pet him if you want. He feels really soft like velvet.
Oh, that feels cool.
He actually can eat fruit that's fallen off of trees and started to rot and lots of bugs. So he's an omnivore. He likes to eat all kinds of stuff. He's going to get more than a foot long and probably twice as heavy when he's done growing.
Whoa.
These guys get pretty big.
A foot long.
You want to hold him?
Sure.
Put your hands out like this. He might run up to your shoulder, so don't be scared. He likes to climb.
That'd be really cool.
Can he play? Can I have him?
He never does. He could, but he doesn't. He's a nice guy. We hand fed him when he was teeny tiny, so he's used to people.
Can I hold him?
Sure.
Can I hold him?
He's the largest species of gecko in the world from New Caledonia.
Frisbee, but deadly.
It feels like
He's related to crested geckos, but he gets way bigger.
Deadly. Deadly.
Good job, buddy. You can feel his little claws there. He has these little retractable claws like a
Can
cat.
I do it?
yeah, it does feel like
Okay,
this.
it's
You
cute.
gonna try? All right, 2 hands together. Let's give him something to climb on.
Maybe keep your hands by him
There you
just
go,
in
you got it.
case.
Okay.
Yeah.
He can jump too, so don't be scared if he jumps. It's all good.
I want to hold him again. Look at the
Good
lemur.
job, buddy.
Look at him.
All right, you're up.
The lemur's crazy right now.
Oh yeah, they're amped up. They're thinking about why they're not being given more breaks right now.
I'm lucky. He's climbing up.
Now this guy has no eyelids, just like a lot of other geckos. He has to use his tongue to lick his eyeball to keep him clean and moist.
Yeah.
So these guys will take that big dog-leg tongue and slap it over their eyes to keep them clean.
You forgot that one.
You can
You
see.
forgot that one.
Well, we're gonna check out these guys next. We're gonna see some red-eyed tree frogs.
He's like soft.
Yeah, he feels like velvet. He's super
He's
soft.
good. He's soft.
Because normally I don't think I'd like touching.
No.
But he's soft.
Yeah, he's not scaly at all.
Yeah.
He's very smooth and soft. On the back, guys, because they have delicate skin. But put your hands together like this. We can just let them walk on you here. And I'll see if I can find one of our older guys for you.
Oh, he's cute.
These guys actually use world has toxin in their skin, so they're all poisonous because they can breathe and drink through their skin.
How many of these guys do you have?
We actually have 2 this size that we raised from babies, and then we have 6 more that size that we just
Whoa.
added about a month ago.
Whoa.
So we're hoping we get a big female because the females get way bigger
there's
than
one.
this. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Remember Waldo at Donald Trump?
His name's Waldo because it's like the game Where's Waldo?
Yep, my wife came up with that name. She thought that was clever. I thought it was pretty funny.
He's like
For him,
He's the second biggest frog in the world, guys.
Whoa.
And they like to bury themselves underground and wait for their food to come to them, and they can protect their babies. They've been seen drowning venomous snakes to protect their babies.
I want
You guys can pet him first if you want to see. This guy we can pet because he's a little bigger. He has this really sticky, dry skin. He looks like he'd be wet and slimy, but he's really not. He can go underground and use
He's
his
not?
special skin to not lose moisture
Oh,
when he's
he's
buried
not.
underground. So he'll actually sleep for the whole dry season and then come out when the rains come.
Oh, yeah. Nice try, bud.
All right.
He goes, I'll take that full thing.
All right, just like that, buddy. We're just gonna let him plop on you, and just tilt his nose up toward the sky just a little bit. Like that. There you go, just like that. Perfect. Good job, man. Second biggest frog in the world.
Is he sleepy now?
No, he's awake. He's just not a very active guy. He likes to kind of sit still and wait for me to feed him. That's what his life's all about. There you go, buddy. Brush your hands together. Drop all that dirt on my rug. That's why it's there. We'll give you a shot of sanitizer. Get the rest of that Brutus off you.
Clean up with it now.
There you go, buddy. We'll take it nice and still just like that.
There's no
You're good right there. Perfect. He found a comfy spot.
Smile for me, Jordan.
Good job, man.
I feel him breathing. I think.
If that stops, let me know. That's a bad thing. Good job, buddy. Go ahead and brush your hands together. We'll drop that on the rug. This guy's about 4 years old and 2 pounds. He's a full adult.
I need more than that. Still a ton of dirt.
Well, brush your hands together. Try and get that dirt off. There.
Smile for me, Caleb.
And then we can give you another shot once you get it all off.
Squishy on the bottom.
The Goliath frog is actually the only frog that gets bigger, and they can weigh as much as the lemurs, up to 8 pounds, about the size of a cat. But this guy's the second biggest in the world. Yeah. That didn't take long, did it?
Come here, buddy. Keep your hands
Elliot, come here, dude. So if you see his teeth, they're
Like to be helped.
But we can hold some snakes. You guys want to hold some snakes?
Yeah!
All right, we have a couple of ball pythons here. You guys will remember these ladies. They've been with us for a few years now, so I'm sure they were here last time you guys were here. This is Lacey, and we have Pearl on the other side. Lacey just shed her skin a couple days ago, so she's extra pretty right now. And then Pearl is our beautiful albino, who's like yellow right here.
Whoa. That's cool. She's pretty.
I think so. I love her color. But these guys are full adults. They're not going to get bigger. We call them a ball python because if they get scared, they roll in a ball and hide their head in the middle.
Oh, is that
So their natural instinct is to hide, not to bite. You guys can pet anywhere along the back. Just don't touch their head, and then we'll get a chance to hold them too. You want to hold them first? Sure. All right, hands out, buddy. I'm going to put Lacey right out there in the front. If Pearl lets my hand go, there we go. You'll feel lots of muscles. They're not very big. They're full grown at 4 feet and 4 pounds, but they're pretty strong. They're all muscles. There you go, buddy.
Oh, 2 at a time.
One thing better than one ball python is 2.
These are my favorite reptiles.
These guys are awesome. They actually come in over 1,000 colors and patterns now because they've been breeding them for pets for so long.
Wow.
They don't get really big, easy to handle.
Oh, he's
They'll like
squeezing
frozen
me.
food most of the time, which is really good for them and us. Yeah, buddy.
Pearl's literally squeezing my neck.
You do both or just one?
Both.
Both, you got it. All right, you got Lacey right there, bud. Don't forget your pearl hug. There you go.
Pearl hug.
Looking good, man. Now, these guys are related to those really big Burmese and reticulated pythons, but we don't like to play the 20-foot, 200-pound game.
Very heavy. This
Yeah,
guy's
you're up,
tangling up.
So that one's Lacey. Is that Lacey?
Yep, this one's Lacey, this is Pearl.
Is Lacey younger?
Yep, just by about a year, I think.
Hey guys.
But she has these really cool kind of emerald green eyes. This lady here actually has no color in her eyes. We're looking through her eyes to see the blood vessels behind. That's why they look like they're red.
Slithering away.
She's cute.
Uh-oh. She is slithering.
They hold on pretty good. They have some strong muscles even in that tail.
I really want a baby.
You gonna do it, buddy?
I want to hold on.
You gonna go for it?
Liam, you want to? Jordan, did you want to? I'm just going to hold one, okay?
Look, Mama, you're scared of snakes and you're doing it. 'Cause you're brave.
It's about 10 pounds. He's got a pretty thick shell there. But he's gonna maybe get twice as heavy eventually. But he can actually feel it when you touch his shell, guys. It's made out of the same thing as your fingernail, and it's all part of his body.
It's made out of our fingernail.
Yep, if you scratch your own fingernail, that's kind of how he feels. There's not a ton of nerves in there, but it's all part of him. He can feel it if you give him a gentle scratch. He usually likes that.
I scratched.
You want to try?
No, I like.
No? That's okay. He's not a snapping turtle. It's fine. These guys like to try to camouflage and wait for their food to come to them. And she could wait up to a year to eat if she had to. That's the advantage of being cold-blooded. They don't use energy to make body heat like us. They can find a warm spot, curl up, and just wait it out.
They constrict, right?
Yep, they use their muscles to squeeze their prey. So she'll grab on with her teeth. Their teeth face backwards like a fish hook. They'll grab their prey. If they try to get away, the teeth only get deeper. Then they wrap around and squeeze with the muscles.
And guys, you want to go with the scales.
But we actually feed them frozen food, so these guys don't get excited by movement. They're not going to get hurt by the rats that we give them. So it's good for them and good for us. They don't get excited and think we're feeding them when our hands are by their face.
I can feel them kind of shedding. I can. She likes to snuggle with me.
Snuggle you?
Now, she will change colors as she gets bigger, guys. When they're born, they're actually silver. They actually have like a red tail down here. They hang out in the trees. As they get bigger, they turn brown. And she'll keep getting darker brown as she gets bigger.
Oh, she's beautiful.
I love this color. I wish they'd keep this color, but this is a juvenile
Right
coloration.
here
It'll
is a
fade
little
out.
bit
Can
red
we
right
keep
there.
this?
Yep, she had an old scar there from a long time
We
ago. It's
can't
actually gotten
keep
better
that
every
snake.
time she sheds.
Why?
But
It's
you
his
can
snake.
still see it, but not as much as you used to. That's a good thing about shedding their skin in one piece. If they have any scars, they can start getting rid of that.
Oh,
Hold the tail up for
Hooray,
us.
I got the
There you go,
head.
guys.
Hey, I wanted the head.
yeah, I got it. Hooray, I didn't get
Now, she is going to keep getting bigger, but she'll get big enough to be impressive, but small enough to be safe to hold alone. Even at 10 feet, you'd be able to take her off if you needed to. So not potentially
10
dangerous.
feet is big.
It sounds big, but it's not as big as those 20-foot, 200-pound snakes like those big Burmese pythons.
glass?
Those guys get huge.
Do these like to eat glass?
She likes to eat rats.
Is the most
That's her
biggest.
favorite food. She likes rodents and birds.
For me, buddy. And just give her a nice big hug. There you go. And then if we take her out here, you put your hand flat, guide her that way. You got it, man. Perfect.
Smile for
You
me,
make a
Jordan.
great tree. You're doing great.
Good tree. Hey, Slither! Stay here. Stay there. Stay.
You're gonna come check your pockets and see if you brought her any frozen rats today.
No,
There you
no
go.
frozen rats.
You wanna go?
Too bad.
All right, come on over here for me, bud. All right, get ready. We're gonna put her up on your shoulders. Just give her a nice big hug. And then you got it. Perfect, just like that. Stand
Smile
up
for
nice and
me,
tall.
Levi.
You got it, man.
Rats in my pocket.
Smile for me, Levi. Look at Mama. Levi, smile. I got it.
Good job, buddy.
Nice
It's
job.
like it doesn't even have a head. It's a headless snake.
All right, who's next? Come on
Snake
over.
without a
She's hiding.
I'm gonna stretch her this way. If you want to put your hands flat way down here, give her something to rest on.
What's
There we go. You got it.
Smile for me, Caleb.
Is the biggest snake in the world an anaconda?
The heaviest snake is an anaconda, yes, but not the longest. The longest, I believe, is the reticulated python.
Is there anything?
But the heaviest is definitely the
Is
anaconda.
there any animals in there?
Dad, you going?
Oh yeah, we'll get in there in just a minute. That's where we're going
He
next.
actually lives in our office in the house usually. She'll hold on, even if she drops back, she'll have it.
Smile just.
OJ still travels with me to the schools, but he's usually not part of the tour anymore.
No.
Nicholas is like, he's going for his head. Or
No
her.
fear. All right, let's give her a big hug. Wrap your arms around her. Give her a hug. You got it. Perfect. Good job, man.
Smiling.
Look this way. Good job, buddy. Fantastic. We're getting brave. I love it.
Literally constricting me.
They've got a thick shell. You guys can pet him on the shell if you want to see what it feels like. You
I
hold
can
the side.
touch him.
Yeah,
He
he's
actually
alive.
has 10 eyes, guys. He has 2 here. He has a cluster here that looks like a nose, 2 behind, 2 underneath, and you can see light with his tail. So he can see everything around, even if he's swimming upside down, guys. You can watch out for predators and find his food. Now he has no teeth. He has little bristly hairs in his mouth here. He has no way he can pinch you. These are not powerful enough to pinch you at all, so you're totally safe. If you're feeling really brave, feel free to give him a high 5. He'll give you a high 12 here. There you go.
Look at him.
He's like a super dangerous looking animal that can't hurt you in any way. Now we actually use their blood to test vaccines and needles and things that come in contact with our blood. Really good at use for medicine. Yep. So we'll turn this one over, guys. You can see he has these little suction cup feet. He has these little suction cups on a string. That's how he walks. And his mouth is right here in the middle. You can see all these little spines moving
Real
around
gentle,
here.
boys.
But if you guys go on vacation and you're in the ocean, do not pick up the urchins. Most of them can sting you and ruin your day. So we don't want to do that. But these guys are harmless. Pick one.
Oh, yeah. I remember these.
And these guys pull themselves through the water with their arms instead of using their little tube feet to walk along the rocks. If you guys want, you can hold them just like we did with the frogs. When I got this one, it actually was missing 2 arms, and you can see them growing back. They can grow back a whole arm within about 2 months. So if they get scared, they can actually drop one of their arms off on purpose. It'll wiggle around, distract a predator, and they'll grow a whole new arm.
Oh, that's crazy. Look at
Kind of like a lizard can drop their tail. These guys can drop their arms
This
if they
guy's
need to.
fast moving.
He moves pretty quick, especially compared to those sea stars.
Did you say you could stay about out of water for about 2 days?
About 2 hours for these guys. The horseshoe crabs can go 4 days.
Oh,
These
that's
guys can go 2 hours. Yeah, they actually will store water in their system so they can breathe if they need to if they end up out of water. Good job, buddy. Look at that.
That's a clownfish.
Now he's not quite full grown, but these guys don't get real big. They like to hang out in the rocks all day, then they come out at night and get their food. Can you hold this guy?
Sure.
Kind of feels like a pile of worms, just the way he looks.
Yeah.
so mad. He wants to be a part of all of it.
What do you think about that? Full grown. But I'm going to give you guys a cup of their favorite food. So hold on tight with 2 hands towards the bottom. Sometimes Dee tries to steal your cup. Don't let her steal your cup. But go to the right here, guys, once you have a cup. Because it's a little less muddy up there. We'll get up on the higher ground. So they look like they would be very closely related, but they actually don't have a common flightless ancestry and live on different continents. Very distantly related to each other. Give it a shot. So here he's a very sensitive bird. We've had him since he was a foot tall and 2 months old. He's 7 years old now. And 2 times he jumped the gun on his molt and got rid of his old feathers. You can see all of his new pin feathers here coming in. He got a little itchy and decided to take some of those off. But by the end of April, he'll be all feathered up and pretty again. So his nickname right now is Baldy, but his real name is Harry.
Which one is D?
This little guy right here. Or little gal, I should say. Now we actually dug down 3 feet. We put wire and cement down there so they can do their natural digging, but we don't find them at the neighbor's house. So we didn't want to rob them of that natural behavior. We wanted to keep them secure, of course.
All right, Liam, go ahead, and then Levi, if you can
You go,
listen to
big guy.
directions, you can do it. Okay.
All right, I got 2 of them for you. Kira, you don't want any treats? No, just a yawn and back to bed. Okay. Hold it at the end there, buddy.
Does she listen when you
There
call
you
her
go.
name?
Yep, she just peeked up at me because I called her and she said, no, thank you. I'm going to just stay here and nap.
Eat some of them.
No, you
No,
can't.
you
That's
can't
for
eat
the-
some.
for
That's-
the
Yeah, I don't
last-
think you want to eat this. I've been touching all kinds of stuff that you don't want on your food. These guys don't mind too much. They're digging in the ground eating moles, but I don't think we'd want to eat it. Good job, buddy. Now this guy can jump pretty high. That's why we have wire on the top. So let's see if he'll give us a jump. All the way up to the top, no problem at all.
That was cool. Sure.
Dad, do the jump on it.
Sorry, buddy, I didn't see you there.
Oh.
Nice.
Nice.
You see why we have that wire up there?
Oh, yeah.
So guys, you want to give one to Kira? I'll try to keep Storm occupied while you guys give those to Kira.
She doesn't
you
think
go.
she wants to crawl as
I
high.
don't think she's a jumper.
She has no interest in jumping anymore. Just like me, her legs are old. She doesn't want to jump anymore. Storm. Oh, Storm's gonna steal them all. She's a little 2 weeks old when I got her. She fit in my pocket and I tolerated her. She's very sweet.
That's an African porcupine, right?
Yep, she's an African crested, largest species in the world.
Okay.
And she's about 38 pounds. They max out at 40, so she's about biggest one you're gonna see.
Wow.
They get this really gigantic quills in the back. They're almost 2 feet long, and they actually can kill lions, leopards, and hyenas in the wild, all in self-defense. They don't shoot their quills out. There's no porcupine that does. They don't shoot them out like a gun. That only happens in cartoons. These guys will stand them up, run backwards, and use them like spears if they have to. She is so sweet, guys, that we can pick her up. She lets people pet her on the mohawk, gets kisses. You guys that saw her at the school know that she does that. But we don't want to keep her outside in this chilly weather if she doesn't want to be. So we're just going to let her munch on that and then go inside when she wants. We have some heat lamps so she can warm up. But she's the largest rodent in Africa and the largest porcupine in the world.
She eats food.
All right, guys, we're going to bring out one of our coaties for you. We have Desi and Sasha here. So stay right there, guys. I'm going to bring her all the way out. This is Sasha, our younger of the two. She's going to come say hi with her nose. What's going on? What's this guy smell like? What about this guy? What does this guy smell like? Oh, he's got bugs in his hair. Get him. He loves bugs. She loves bugs, I should say. They kind of have this really cool lemur-like tail, guys. I'll put that up in the air just like the lemurs so they can stay together with their family. Females live in big groups of up to 40. Males live all by themselves. So we got Desi a female buddy because if we tried to make her live with the male, they'd both be stressed out because they don't really do that in the wild. The males join up with the female groups in the breeding season and do their job and get chased away right away. All right, guys, we're going to go see the wallabies next. Show them what you got. Just watch out for those tails so we don't step on them. And remember, you can pet them on the back if you'd like to, but not on the head or chest. This is Oliver. He's our old man. Wesley is the guy that travels with me to the schools. He's the one that you guys met when he was teeny tiny. He's so good with people because of guys like you that were bottle feeding him when he was so young. He's pretending that too. He loves that stuff. This is actually made for kangaroos and wallabies, so it's a special diet. Gives them all their vitamins. They think they're getting a great treat, and I get to watch them eat something that's really good for them. So it's a win-win.
How old is Wesley now?
I want to say he's 3, but he actually might be a little more than that because I didn't realize how long it had been. Oliver's over
Watch out for the
8.
tail.
Okay.
This guy must be somewhere between 3 and 4 now.
So what one's Wesley?
This little guy here. He's not quite.
So these guys can jump more than farther than your than Rose, right? Your
Down here, guys.
oh yeah.
Mr. Drew is our Amazon. He gets to live out here in the natural sun, the fresh air, if it's above freezing. So we actually slowly acclimated him down to colder weather, so he can handle surprisingly cold weather. We don't take him from this and put him in 70 and then back out. We keep it cooler in that back room so that he can actually grow thicker feathers and get used to being a little cooler. Really good for him. When it starts raining on a warm day, he'll come up here, hang upside down, and let the rain hit his armpits and take a little shower. He loves being in the sun. He loves getting to talk to everybody out here. But he says, hello, what's up? Oh my God, are you kidding? Bye-bye, and has an awesome laugh like a supervillain. He's been here since he was 16. I think he's around 24 now. And he could live to be over 90 and meet everybody. We're going to go inside here and feed the birds in the dome, guys. So come on around the corner. I'll get you a stick. We'll give them some of their favorite seed. And if you hear a really creepy laugh behind you, it's not me. It's this guy trying to get your attention. He usually does that when we walk away and nobody's looking at him. He thinks he should always have all the attention on him. Well, we're going to give you a stick, and they're going to land right on that stick to get all the seed.
So these are parakeets, right?
Yep, all the little guys are budgies, common parakeets from Australia. We have a pair of cockatiels out here too, Lux and Cosmo. They're all from Australia. Here you go, buddy. Hold that one. This one's for you. They're going to get every last little bit of seed off of there. This is their favorite stuff called millet. I'll get you a good one that has lots on there.
Whoa.
Here you go, buddy.
Isn't there birds with like the ones that have the tails that are so long?
There's actually a lot of different kinds of parakeets, guys. These are the most common ones that you would see. Budgies. All right, guys, so hold your stick down. We're going to hide it from them because we don't want to feed them on the door. We're going to get away from the doorway, and then I'll show you where to go. Make sure you hold your stick way out past the ropes over the grass because we don't want to drop anything in the rocks. We don't want them walking on the trail. Yep, hide it there first until we get away from the doorway. And we're going to go way over here.
We used to have a couple parakeets, but our mom was allergic.
All right, guys, all the way over here. Once you get to this side, take your stick like this, walk all the way up to the ropes, and reach out. You're going to have a whole lot of bird friends in no time. I promise you that.
Whoa, I have a really cool.
There you go, guys.
Yeah, hold it still, Liam. Yep.
Yeah, pretend like you're a tree branch.
Look at my bird. Look at mine. Look at this one.
My wife doesn't do well when I do this. But it's a little nicer out here in the fresh air. When you have them in the house, it's going to be a problem. Yep, yeah, we get a whole group of them through here every morning. They come right up to the back door and patio. I love the natural wildlife around here.
Picture wrong one.
I got the big one.
Big man.
I got
Okay, reach out there, bud.
these guys are
Wanna go two hands?
style.
Put them both out there. There you go. We got her last year and she was missing 70% of her teeth. She was really skinny. She was being fed hot dogs once a week.
Not its
Not
face.
so good. So she's not
Not the
very
face.
happy, but she's doing better. Yeah, go ahead. She's really smooth on the bottom, almost like a snake. You guys can touch her gently anywhere except her head. You can touch her little feet. You can feel those claws aren't sharp. They're actually really flexible and not sharp at all. They're just like little cleats for grabbing the bottom of the pond.
She is very valid for now.
Probably just this year, and then she's probably going to have to go. I'm going to be very sad about that. I was not supposed to fall in love with an alligator.
Thank you for watching.
Meyer Boyd's Outdoor Adventures.
We had a fun time. It was really fun. And
Saw a lot of animals.
yep, we had fun here. Make sure to press subscribe and press the like button, and see you next time.
Oh, guys.
This is heavy.
Tail.
Good job. You did awesome. Well done.
Nice.
All right. How about a high five all the way
You guys
down?
tell them thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
And a pet on the head. Oh, perfect. All right, there we go. All right, a little gator pet on the head for everyone. All right. All right, Allie gets to pet everybody too.
All right. Thank you, Allie. Thank you very much.
Thanks for coming, guys.